Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Folks lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bears have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. The option look. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Panthers will move the sticks.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Looking for a gap. It's Reed. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the ground. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He'll go to the sneak. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And they can't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Finds his tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Bears will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Robertson. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown Bears! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes his man miss. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Made a defender miss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Robertson. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cameron. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Lets it go. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Hit right back to the line. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offense is stopped.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Panthers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Line getting set on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here comes the option. Jukes his way for more. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Baylor Bears will take over. 1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick. Run it again.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
On the ready.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh 23, Baylor 7.
Ready up.
1st down to start the drive after the break.
Cut. 42 split.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he brought 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He's got the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. Touchdown, Baylor! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed 1 more. They fall short.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Second down coming up. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Gain of 8. That's a first down for the offense.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for space. It's Reed. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They feed him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Reed. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. We definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us.